What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shayla and I'm the creator of Junk Drawer Mom. I believe that hiding is overrated, so on this channel we talk about everything motherhood from practical to personal. So if you're new here, consider subscribing before you go. Today I am very excited because I'm here with Tiffany, who is a licensed esthetician and makeup artist, and she's going to be doing my makeup, which I'm super excited about because I don't get my makeup done all the time. I don't be having time for that, so here we are. Check out our last video because she actually gave some really great skin tips. So having a beautiful face with makeup is great, but the foundation is also important. So make sure you go ahead and check out that video as well. So what we're gonna do is
do some makeup.
Yes, we're gonna do some makeup. So we're doing a natural look.
Right. So because this page is dedicated to moms, we wanted to do something easy and simple, and then eventually transition into an evening look. So it's gonna be,
stay tuned for that video too.
It's going to be a nice foundation to take it a next step higher. So Shayla here, we're gonna start with skincare for her first. A good foundation would be to apply some nice moisturizers with a primer. So Shayla has dry skin. So what we want to do is to address that dryness. So adding a serum, a hydrating serum, before we moisturize will be essential for the beginning of this process. That's typically the face my clients make. So that's the first step. Hydrating mists help to create a nice hydrated foundation. So the second step is to use a hydrating serum. They come in all shapes and sizes. A lot of different brands have a hydrating serum. So like I said, it's going to be important to have a nice moisturized foundation for makeup application so it doesn't look cakey or stiff. And now the last prep step is the primer. Primers also come in all shapes and sizes. There are hydrating primers for dry skin. There are mattifying primers for oily skin. So just select based on your skin type. So now I'm gonna start with the actual foundation. You can do eyebrows first. Some people do that. I like to do the foundation first because I want to make sure I'm getting all the areas of the skin before adding any eyebrows or eyeshadow, things of that sort.
I don't have no eyebrows, no way, so you can draw them things upside down. And you
So the brush I'm using is a soft blush brush. The reason why I'm using this and not a foundation brush because it's going to give you a lighter distribution of product. So the more dense your brushes are, like those dome foundation brushes, you're going to get more product. But this is a little fluffier, so it's going to give it a softer look. So Shayla has pretty even skin as far as her tone. She did have a little hyperpigmentation here over this right eyebrow. What I like to do, if you have any darker areas from melasma or hyperpigmentation, I like to just make sure I'm getting enough product here to cover it up. There are other things you could do like correctors, but if you have a full coverage foundation, you should be able to stack it so that it'll cover that hyperpigmentation thoroughly. The most upsetting thing is if you get your whole face done and these corners of your lips are a different color than the rest of your face. So you really want to get into all the crevices here under the nose. You could just blot the brush in those crevices just to make sure everything is getting covered by the foundation. So now what I'm going to do is apply a little bit of concealer under the eye. We're in an era, a makeup era right now where there's contouring and highlighting, and that's awesome. I like to contour and highlight especially because my skin is kind of that in-between shade where it's a little yellow and it's a little red as far as undertones. So contouring and highlighting makes it easier for me to match my skin for foundation. For Shayla's case, she has pretty even skin, so I do want to bring in a little concealer for under her eye just to brighten it up a little bit. So concealers come in different shapes and sizes. Some come in pots, some come in pumps, some have a little tip to it. Do whatever works best for you. This kind of applicator I find to be really efficient and easy to use. So we're going to do a little highlight here on the forehead and just a little bit along the nose. and just some areas around here to brighten it up a little bit and create some dimension. So now I am going to do the powder. A lot of people like to use baking powders, setting powder, baking powders, setting powders. For the sake of time, I think it'd be best to use a foundation so you don't have to sit there and bake when you're trying to get out the door. Alright, so I like to start from lightest to darkest. So we're going to do the concealer, the areas that we did with the concealer, the under eyes, nose, lip, and forehead. And then I'll go in with a pretty general all over powder. And then I'll finish with a contour around her forehead and along her, under her cheeks. Okay, so now we used our main powder all over the face. We avoided the areas that we highlighted. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the eyebrows. Shayla doesn't have any eyebrows, so we're gonna build a brow.
Build a brow.
Build a brow. Don't take that. That's my store name.
Trademark.
Okay, now I'm gonna use a eye primer. First, we're gonna do a crease color. We're gonna take the color right from the outside of her crease and then take it on in. And I like to put my creases not all the way up to the eyebrow, but just enough to help blend those other colors that we'll be using. So like I said, we're gonna do a nice neutral color. And I like to just pat that in just to make sure I get the eyeshadow into the creases. So for people who don't have that much time, you don't have to do eyeliner, but we're gonna do it today. It's just gonna help to add a little dimension to the eye. But you could skip out on this step and go directly into the mascara if you'd like. Okay, so I like to start towards the outside and do little lines to make sure I'm connecting. So now if you have more time, you can go ahead and do false lashes, but for the sake of time, we're just going to use mascara. Shayla has some really nice long lashes, so we'll use a mascara that's going to help to fan them out and to darken them a little bit to create some dimension. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do the blush. So blush is going to help to add a little personality to her skin. Since we did put on the foundation, it kind of just washes away the little intricacies that our skin has. So we're going to go ahead and fill that back in with some blush. I like to match my blush with what I put on my lips. So we're going to do a little pink, and we're going to do a little pink on the lip too. So I'm a huge fan of gloss for the summertime. It just gives you a nice flirty look, and glosses come in any color. And I really just like the shine of it. It helps to pop your lip. It helps to make your lips look voluminous, and that's what we're going for this day and age of makeup. So you can do a liner on the lip first with lip gloss, but for the sake of time, we're just going to stick with the gloss by itself. Go ahead and press. So the face is finished. This is a basic everyday look. We'll go ahead and do one more hydrating spray so that it'll loosen up the makeup. And Shayla is all done.
Yay! Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Tiffany. Make sure that you stay tuned for the next video because we're going to be turning this look into a date night look. Hey, give this video a like if you love this look. And also leave a comment of one of the tips that you may not have known for all the other ladies or gents who are watching. As always, I'm bringing you practical and personal tips, products, and stories for moms just like you. Don't forget, hiding is overrated, and I'll see you next time.